Hi everyone, my name is Melissa Millay and I am a Ping Plus 3 and I'm here to talk to you a little bit about earning incentives. So I started back in August and now I have a team of 8 and I finished last month in February with over $6,000 in sales. I also earned the Jamaica Make Me Crazy trip in 6 weeks. So it doesn't really matter if you're trying to hit a goal for the month, the 30, 60, 90-day props, or even earn a trip like the Jamaica incentive that's going on right now. You need to get a game plan together. For me, there's really 5 steps to the game plan. The first one is understanding the points. Step 2 is identifying where in the process I am. Step 3 is developing a plan. Step 4 is working the plan. And the last step is the mindset. Let's go ahead and get started with step 1. Completely understand how the points are accumulated. Let's face it, we all can work our tail off, but if we don't know what the specifics are that are needed, then you could be working on the wrong thing. For example, if you're going for 30-day props and you're spending all kinds of time trying to find a recruit, well, that should really take the backseat because 30-day props is all about personal volume, what you're selling either to your VIPs, the launch party, or the hosted party. But on the other hand, if you're working towards a trip, then you need to understand all the points and what you have to do to achieve that specific need. So step 2, identify where you are currently in the process and what you still need. So for example, if you need 10,000 points overall and you currently have 3,000, I need to concentrate on that 7,000 points. I like to break it into a smaller goal, and that helps me to stay better on track. So for me, I like to divide the total points I need into exactly how many weeks there are. So if I'm looking at 10,000 points, I would divide it up into 12 weeks, and I would know that I personally would need 834 points every week in order to stay on that goal. Step 3 is develop a plan. I write everything down. I'm extremely visual. I like to have tangent things that I can cross off or circle or whatever. And along with that, step 4 is really working the plan. And that's where I'm really making that commitment to having the daily check-in with myself so I can see if I'm running ahead or if I'm running behind and I need to do extra things to catch up. And then step 5 is mindset. For me, this is the most powerful part of the entire process. That's the part that gets me in the right state of mind. It helps me to stay motivated. So let's look at this whole trip for the incentive, how I personally did it. So the first thing is step 1 is I printed out the aid. So this aid helps you to identify exactly how the points are earned. Any questions that I had, I went to my upline to clarify any misunderstandings. For me, the biggest misunderstanding that I had was the monthly reward. I didn't quite understand how that worked. So understanding and really digging into how these points work, that is a huge plus. So step 2 was identifying where I was in the process. So for me, I started out in February and I knew that I needed 7,500 points. So for me, I had to sit there and look at it and go, okay, what can I do to get that 7,500 points? I identified how many points I wanted to get in the month of February. And with my plan, I actually looked that if I did a couple key things, I could actually hit the points and win the trip, or excuse me, not win, earn the trip in February. So this is what I did. When I looked at everything, I identified that my plan was to get 2 recruits. Those 2 recruits would give me an extra 1,000 points. And along with that, I've been averaging about $1,500 for personal volume each month. So my personal volume goal was $2,000. So that would give me an extra 2,000 points. So right there, I'd be at 3,000 points. And I already had 2,500. So that would already get me to the next incentive. From there, I also developed team goals. I reached out to each member of my team and I gave them goals. I said to them, based on what they've done, who they have, what their sales philosophy and where they want to go, this is my goal for you. Some of them, it was only 350, some was 500, and some were 1,000. And then I gave them stretch goals. I always like to give myself a stretch goal, knowing that, look, this goal I can achieve pretty easily, but this goal, this stretch goal, I'm going to have to work a little bit harder to get to. So for me, the 2 recruits was really my stretch goal. So additionally, the team volume goal that I set was for $1,000, which gave me 500 points. Along with all that, if my team got to $3,000, then that would set me up for the promotion to Pink +3 and give me the extra 3,000 points that I needed. So that's what I did. And how I really worked the plan was I wrote everything down. So up here, this is my plan book. This is my daily, weekly, monthly plan book. But at the top here, I actually wrote down what my personal goals were. So you can see I did boxes. I like to do boxes. Boxes for me, for each $200, I had a box. So that way I knew that my personal volume, I needed $2,000. So every $200, I put an X in that box. Additionally, for my team volume, I wanted to get 3,000. So I did each one of the boxes at $300 each. So again, as my team advanced $300, I crossed them off. Additionally, I had the other goals like my recruits. So I wanted to get 2 recruits. So I actually had the recruits over here. I wanted to get 2 recruits, so I had the boxes right up top here. Now, when I put it all together, this is the total point count that I needed. So once I got to $2,000, that was my 2,000 points for the PV, my 500 points for the team volume, my monthly award for 500, my recruits, 2 recruits would give me 1,000 points, and then my promotion would be 3,000. So every time I advanced, I would cross off so that I would know what my goal was that I still needed to achieve. And that's really important for me because I need to know exactly where I'm slacking so that I can quickly identify and go, okay, here we go. Additionally, I did the same type of thing for my team so that way each one of them knew where they needed to be. And I had 3 gals actually double promote to Pink +1 their very first month of being a new consultant because we set these goals up. So the last part of this is really mindset. And this is probably my biggest takeaway personally, is when I look at these trips, I don't look at it as, yeah, I want a trip. I look at it as I earned this trip. This trip is all about earning, not winning. It's not like buying a lottery ticket at the store and then tuning in to see if you're lucky enough that, yay, I won. It's really an earned trip, so you need to push to get it. Think about a marathon. If you prepare for it and then you have to run in it, you can't just stand at the start line and go, okay, I'm here. I ran a marathon. It doesn't work that way. You have to cross over that start line and put in the work to finish the marathon. My team, we really encourage each other, and that's what it's all about. Whether it's my upline or my downline, we are all here to support each other. So I hope this has helped you, maybe shed a little light. If you have any questions about anything I said, please reach out. If you need help making goals, reach out. I love to do goal planning and organization. But other than that, thanks so much for watching and have a great rest of the day and go on this trip. Thanks, guys.